Hello and welcome to another edition of Up the Reds with me, Andy Canbay. We've just drawn 2-2 with Wolves in the FA Cup game at Anfield this evening. Um, well, on my last VT, I did say that this is the team I wanted to start, and we got that team in. Um, was I right? Um, Probably not. Um, Again, it showed our frailties in midfield. We've got lads running through our midfield, so much space in there. And what can I say about the Wolves' first goal? Pure silliness by Thiago and Alisson there. Thiago getting the ball, trying to do a fancy turn from 25 yards out. Instead of I'll speak about him in more depth in a moment or two. He loses the ball, wins the tackle back, and if you look at, like I watched it on the TV screen, you've got Alexander Arnold sticking his arm up in the air, and you've got Hendo sticking his arm in the air, and I don't know what Alisson sees. He just does not see the gold shirt of a Wolves player, and he just passes to him, and that was it. 1-0 down. Were we in control of the game? Probably not. We started really well, and then all of a sudden, the longer the half went, Wolves got back into it. Then we got the equaliser. Great finish by Darwin Núñez. Great pass by Trent there. And I'm thinking, right, we should be able to push on in the second half here. And then we go 2-1 up. And again, I'm thinking we're comfortable again. But we were just being ripped open apart. I'm not so sure why we're playing a very, very high line in a block against Wolves when they've got Traore, bombing up and down. So I thought Thiago was poor today. It looks like we're carrying a luxury player here. You're not going to like it. I mean, I'm a massive Thiago fan, but sideways, excuse me, sideways, backwards passing. We got caught out a few times. Nobody really seems to be making a challenge in the middle of the park. We've no aggression at all. We've got no forward-thinking runners from midfield going. And obviously Hendo went off after 60-odd minutes. And then Naby came on. Naby tried to do a few things going forward, but again he got caught out a few times as well, and we nearly got done on the counter attack. And then Fabinho went off, and Elliot Harvey came on. My feelings about Elliot Harvey. He's not a midfielder. He's not got the pace to track back or anything. So we're going to struggle in that area for the rest of the game, and it proved to be. Obviously, they got their second goal, and the third goal, which was disallowed for offside after he took the corner kick. He came back from an offside position. Bit harsh, I would probably think about that decision, but yeah, it was a weird game for us. We started the tempo well. We looked to be in control. We let Wolves into it. It just showed if you run through our midfield, you can cause our back four lots of trouble. In some cases, it was our back two or back three at some points, because our full-backs were so far up, they were getting caught out either side. Cody Capco, he did all right. You know what? It was probably an easy game for him to come into. He's trying to find out his teammates in this game, so let's not all start writing him off. Okay, he did a couple of decent things, but he's got to get to know his teammates. He's had 8 days or less than 8 days training with them, so he's only going to get better. Would I like to see him start against Brighton? Probably, yeah. Who would I else like to see in against Brighton? I think it'll probably be the same team, to be honest. But yeah, it was. We're probably lucky to get away with this one. So we've got a replay against Wolves. Jurgen Klopp's not going to like that. It's another game in his hectic schedule, but we're at the Carabao Cup, so when we don't need to worry about it. It's just let's not start making excuses because it's another game. I'd like him to play a strong team again to get this team get a bit of momentum going with this team. Young Ben Doak came on live, bright spark he is. Yeah, he did okay. And the other one was Oxlade-Chamberlain. A few wayward long passes. I don't know what he was seeing, when he came on, but yeah, happy for Darwin to get his goal. This will hopefully kick him on now. I think he only had 3 chances and he scored from one of them. Mo Salah was very, very quiet. Kept on running into traffic second half. Took his goal well, but it was a gift for him. But yeah, I'm not seeing what Mo sees in his head at the moment when he's breaking into the box, because there's he just kept on going into traffic. So yeah, 250th appearance for Trent. I thought he did okay. Robbo got caught out a few times on the other side, but for some reason we're not putting balls into the box now like we used to. We just seem to come out, start again, go through the middle, try and go around the other side, then come back out again. We have to be a bit more adventurous, especially in the first half. We had, Trent had a few chances to whip the ball in, but he decided to come inside. And when we lost the ball, he was out of position. We're dragging Canate out there, and then we had the counter attacks, and it was the same on Robbo's side as well. So we've got a good break before we play Brighton. Saying it's a week today, I think it is. It's an early kickoff? It might be. It's on BT, I think. So yeah. Overall, it was what it was. So I'm hoping that these set of players can get a few runner games together, barring none of them have picked up any injuries. Thiago has to sort of like show a bit more forward-thinking play from him, and not to slow the game down. I thought it was Fabinho of old. When I mean of old, not really getting involved in the game at all. So he just seems to been running around a lot, but not creating anything. Hendo tried to do a couple of things, but yeah, it was just one of those things. It's not 3 points dropped. I'd be concerned if it was 3 points dropped against Wolves. It's the FA Cup, so we go and do the replay. I read the programme notes from Jurgen online because I'm a member. I subscribe, so I get the match day programme. Just a bit concerned having a go at social media and journos in there saying that they've got an opinion about certain situation at the club. I don't know whether he means off the field or on the field, but if he means on the field, just a message for you again. We're football supporters. We have opinions, and whether you like them or not, that's what it is. I know you're not happy, and I know that people are saying that we need a midfielder. Yes, we do need a midfielder. We do, and we need a ball carrying midfielder, a midfielder that can do things for us. So, but yeah, you shouldn't be having a go at the journos or the social media guys, because at the end of the day, some of us are supporters and we have a right to address some of the things that are not happening at our football club, whether it's off the field or on the field. Okay, so he's not going to listen to this. He says, I've heard that he has a team that go on social media and do things like that. I can't believe that's true. But if he's mentioned it, somebody's obviously got in his ear about it. So, like I say, we've got an opinion. We've every right to voice that opinion. Okay, so a short one, this one. Just to let you know, the under-18s got beat by Blackburn today. It was a very, very young team again for the 18s, because they've got a FA Cup game midweek against Port Vale away. So yeah, a lot of youngsters were played in that under-18. That's academy football for you. I believe one of the lads that played today, who came on today, actually played for the under-16 earlier in the morning, and then he came on as sub. I mean, that's what academy football's about. So wouldn't worry too much about that result. They're learning the trade. Okay, we've got under-21s playing tomorrow. There'll be highlights of that on LFC TV on Monday. They're playing Spurs, so extended highlights you can see from Monday onwards. Right, that's all from me. I'm not despondent. It's the FA Cup. Am I bothered about us retaining it? I am, in a way. I wasn't bothered about the Carabao Cup, because I thought it wasn't as important for us as holders. So my mind is changing now that all trophies that we go for, we should be aiming to win. But we're looking at the two big ones. That's the Premier League, that we haven't got a cat and mouse chance of winning this season, and the Champions League. And from the performances so far, we're miles away from the Champions League sort of like games and the mental ability with that. Right, that's me done. Okay, have a boss night, and I'll speak to you middle to end of next week, just before the Brighton game, unless anything else happens at the football club that will send us into frenzy. Up the Reds.